It is way too early to be doing anything, but I wanted to make a video to show you what it might be like in a typical day in the life of a yoga teacher. It is 5:26 a.m. and so I've been up since 5. I've already spilled coffee on myself. Luckily I thought to bring a cold brew iced coffee that I got yesterday at Coffee Bean because I knew this morning I didn't want to have to rush or find a place that would be open. I have a private group yoga class for sunrise on the beach this morning in Kailua, so I have to drive for 20 to 30 minutes to get over there, and I will probably listen to a podcast so I can wake up a little bit more. Alright, so it is about 7:25 a.m. and I just finished teaching the sunrise class. They were super sweet. It was a group of 7 people on vacation staying in a rental house that's right on the beach, so it was beautiful, great sunrise, and I'm feeling a little bit more awake now. I've drank most of my iced coffee and I'm here at Morning Brew in Kailua to get some breakfast before I drive back to town. The traffic might be kind of bad, but I have time since it's so early before my next thing. So I tried to go to my favorite smoothie place, but it wasn't open yet. So now I'm gonna get, I think, a bagel. We'll see. I just have to say I so appreciate a bathroom that has space for your stuff, because I feel like I always have a lot of stuff and then there's nowhere to put it and I have to use the bathroom, which is really annoying. So at Morning Brew I picked up another coffee because I woke up at 5 a.m. and my day will not end until probably 8:45 p.m. tonight, so I need a lot of caffeine. I've also already spilled this coffee on myself. And then I got this bagel. It's called the Works Bagel. It's been my favorite ever since high school. I have half pesto cream cheese here and half sun-dried tomato cream cheese. Yum. It's topped with capers, sprouts, and tomatoes. So delicious. Vegetarian, kind of indulgent, but also it feels kind of healthy because it's full of vegetables, so my favorite kind of food. I really didn't want to have to come all the way home after teaching sunrise yoga, but I realized I forgot my laptop and I need it for something later today, so I had to come home. But at least I got to change into a tank top since I'm going to practice yoga next. And I also got to put half of the bagel in the refrigerator because it was too big to eat the whole thing before doing a vigorous practice, which is next up. So it was kind of nice. And I get to say good morning to my kitty cat, Holly. Hi, Hall. Morning. It's about 8:45 a.m. now, and I just arrived here at the Still and Moving Center. It's a dance and yoga studio, and I usually on Tuesday mornings, it is Tuesday, I usually take my friend Mizuho's Ashtanga half primary class, which is at 9 a.m. So we'll say hi to her in a second when she gets here. It's 9 o'clock and we're gonna take Mizuho's Ashtanga half primary class. Hello, this is Mizuho. Her class is awesome here at Still and Moving Center, Tuesdays at 9 a.m. to 10:15. Check it out. Oh my goodness, so sweaty, and third outfit of the day, and it's only about 10:30 a.m. I had to change because now I'm going to be headed down to Kaka'ako, which is a very nearby neighborhood, for a quick photo shoot for some Halloween photos, which is why I have all black, for Yogaloha, the yoga studio that I mainly teach at. So let's go to that next. So something that a lot of people might not realize or think about for yoga teachers is that we have a lot of really weird time periods that are kind of unaccounted for. Like right now I have arrived where we are going to do the photo shoot because I was very close by at the yoga studio, but I'm half an hour early, which means that I don't have enough time to go anywhere else and do anything, but I also have like too much time just to sit here not doing anything. So that's a downside for sure about being a yoga teacher, because you kind of end up losing a lot of time, right? Because if this is 20 minutes here, 30 minutes there, 40 minutes there, it all starts to add up really fast. So I always make sure to bring along with me something to read for sure. Sometimes I do social media stuff or take pictures. Right now I have a crinkly yoga journal magazine I can read, and I always read a couple books at once. So today on my way out I picked up this Deepak Chopra book I found at a thrift store. It's called The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. I like a lot of his stuff, and then I don't like a lot of his stuff. So we'll see how I feel about this book. I'm gonna read for a little bit while I wait for Sato, the studio owner, who is gonna come and take my photo for the website. Next thing today is noon to 1 o'clock yoga class in this empty office space in a building downtown. A group of people pay me to come bring them yoga during their lunch break. Hello again. This is a really long day. It is about 1:15 now, and I just arrived and parked at Kahala Mall to meet 2 of my previous coworkers for a lunch, because I haven't seen them in forever, so we wanted to catch up. You want to see a video? You gonna say hello? Oh. It's a local green salad with avocado and a vegan sushi roll thing. And Mizuho got yummy avocado toast. We got fish and chips.
Got fried.
Deserves fries.
I was literally eating the made on the street or wonderful.
Can I show your henna? 'Cause it's really cool.
Oh yeah.
So pretty by Maya Papaya.
Say hi.
So I couldn't take a video after lunch because we were having a good time. It was so good to see Moani and her baby boy KJ and my friend Mizuho for social time, not just yoga time. But anyways, we ran late, and I was running late for my Apple appointment, which you just saw. So now it is about 3:15, and I'm finally gonna go home and park the car and not have to drive in the car until later tonight. Thank goodness. I'm getting so sick of being in the car. So that's where we're going next. I'm back at my apartment, and I'm having some dessert. I had a sweet tooth after lunch, and I had some of these organic apricots in the car, but let's be honest, fruit is not as satisfying as real dessert. So now that I'm home, I just grabbed this dark chocolate bar, vegan dark chocolate. It's pretty good actually, from my refrigerator. I got it the other day at the co-op, and it only has 6 grams of sugar, which is, you know, a lot of sugar, but for dessert, not too bad. And I'm having some iced tea that I made the other day, non-caffeinated. I didn't finish my coffee from earlier, but I might have to, because my next thing is to walk about half an hour to Yogaloha to open the yoga studio, and I will be teaching yoga for the core class. And to be totally honest, I'm pretty beat, I'm pretty tired. I don't really feel like teaching another class, but such is the life of a yoga teacher. I mean, my life is pretty great. I can't complain. I don't know what you guys will think watching this video, but one thing I love about teaching yoga is that the schedule is really different every day, so I get to change it up a lot, which for me is great. And you meet so many interesting people, and you have a lot of different and interesting opportunities, and you can kind of make your own schedule for the most part. One thing that's not so cool about it is that I will have made $270 today, but that is pre-tax, and also if you consider the fact that I will have been working with, you know, a lunch break and now, which is like a random hour unaccounted for, I'll have been working 13 hours, not including this hour. So also when you take out the cost of food, which I had to buy because I was out and I could have brought, but you know, leaving the house around 5 a.m. this morning, it was just too much for me to handle. So buying food, I only made like $240. And then if you divide that all between 14 hours, that's like $17 an hour. So it's really not that much. But yeah, I just wanted to share with you guys some of the reality of the money part about doing yoga. It's definitely possible to just be a yoga teacher, but you really have to hustle. And I think that in order for it to be sustainable, you either have to believe or really feel like it's your passion and purpose in life and to the world, like what you want to give to the world and leave behind, and not care as much about the money. Or you have to like really have a lot of energy and do this all day, every day, because I don't know about you guys or how you would feel doing something like this, but for me, this is like a really packed day, a little bit too packed, and I usually do a lot in a day, even on my like chill days. So even for me, this is kind of a lot. So yeah, I'd love to hear what you think about it. Like, does it seem like a lot? Does it not seem like a lot? How does it compare to some other jobs? I feel like a lot of people work 14-hour days, unfortunately, in America, but usually they're compensated accordingly, or, you know, a lot more. I only make probably about $24,000 a year pre-tax. It's not a lot at all. And I think that people would be surprised to know that. And that's a combination of teaching yoga, managing a yoga studio, and doing all of my like website stuff, which doesn't really make me money, but sometimes I get free products, or sometimes, rarely, I'm paid to collaborate with a brand. But anyways, yeah, just some thoughts on all of that reality of this job. It's time to walk to Yogaloha. In fact, I'm a little bit late. I ended up editing some videos to bring to you guys. But anyways, I am wearing a hat and a long sleeve shirt, which I know seems weird because it's really hot out and it's Hawaii, but actually I've already been in the sun a couple times today and I don't feel like slathering on sunscreen, so I just gotta cover up. You only need 15 minutes of sun on your bare skin per day to get your adequate vitamin D, so I think I've already gotten that today, so gotta protect the skin. So we're just about a mile into the walk here to Yogaloha. Here's Waikiki, famous Waikiki from the back. This is the Ala Wai. Looks lovely. There's Diamond Head in the background. People paddle on it, but it's actually quite dirty, so you don't really want to go too close to it. So let's keep going. And this is why the Ala Wai is actually disgusting, full of trash, really sad. I feel like there's something we should be able to do about this, because it could be really beautiful. I don't know too much about the details, but it's definitely dirty and gross, which is so unfortunate. Since today was really long and I was pretty tired, I actually would have driven if I could have, but as you can see, parking down here is a little weird. There usually isn't any free parking, and there isn't cheap paid parking because it's Waikiki, so it's super touristy. So I have to walk if I want to park, because the studio does not have parking, unfortunately. If you're wondering why I didn't shower during my free hour, it's because now I'm so sweaty all over again from walking in the heat. I left my apartment at 4:30 to get to Yogaloha to open by 5, and I will be teaching at 5:30, so now we'll just wait for students to arrive for yoga for the core class. It's 5:30 to 6:45 on Tuesday evenings at Yogaloha in Waikiki. I didn't want to record during class, but I just took Yogaloha's teacher Danielle's class. She's a teacher here, an amazing teacher, and one of my really good friends in Hawaii. And her class is super relaxing, and it's at 7 o'clock, spa yoga at Yogaloha on Tuesdays. Highly recommend it. It is almost 8:45, and luckily Keo picked me up. This is my boyfriend Keo, if you don't know me.
Hi. So we're driving home to eat dinner. We're so hungry. I ate the last half of the second half of my breakfast bagel at Yogaloha while I was doing some work in between classes. And yeah, I took Danielle's class, but I actually had to for work tonight. So otherwise I would have gone home because I was so tired, even though I love her class. But I had to stay late and do that for just, it doesn't matter why. But anyways, yeah, longest day ever. I think we'll be home by about 9 o'clock, so sheesh. Homemade dinner is on the stove. I think it's some sort of tofu chickpea stew. It was from our freezer from a time we cooked a long time ago. I need to finally shower and eat dinner and wind down for the night, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching all this. I know it was a long video, but I'm hoping that it was interesting to you if you've ever wondered what it's like to live in Hawaii as a yoga teacher. It's really great. I get to meet lots of people, move my body all day, run around, do interesting things. But yeah, like I said, there are some downsides, like it's very tiring. I could not do this every single day like this, which is why I don't make that much money, because you know, some days like tomorrow I'm not going to actually teach any classes and I'll just work at the studio doing some stuff, admin type stuff, and work on my own website and do stuff like that. So tomorrow I'll only get paid $50 for about 5 hours of work. So it really is interesting and balances out to be not too lucrative, unfortunately, even if you can charge a lot as a teacher for your classes. Please let me know what you thought of this video, what you thought of my day. If you're a yoga teacher, if you live in Hawaii, if you have just been curious, or if you're in your teacher training, I'd love to hear from you. So please comment, please like this video, and please subscribe if you'd like to see more.